Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, December 16th, just before 9 a.m. We're getting a little bit late of a start this morning. It is laundry day and chores day and all that fun stuff. It is a chilly 56 degrees right now in downtown Bradenton, Florida. There is a breeze. It is cutting right through my little hoodie layer I have going on. I'm gonna avoid the Riverwalk this morning because the water blowing off of the Riverwalk is extra icy cold. So I've got Murdoc out here. I'm gonna run him down to the little dog park, let him sniff around for a little bit, take him for a loop around downtown, and then I'm gonna get my butt to the gym. I'm Lee. Welcome to my day. I'm thinking about yesterday how Em and I went to the University Town Center Mall in Sarasota, the UTC Mall. Going to the mall is a very rare thing for me anymore. Like maybe once a year I find myself at a mall. The only reason we went there is yesterday when we were at Moat Marine Aquarium, we were literally across the street from the mall. And I had some white elephant Christmas gifts to try to find, so we were like, oh, we'll go in there and see if there's anything. And that mall is actually, every store in there is taken. It's a smaller mall, but it's a busy one. And I was like, who goes to the mall anymore? I was like, it's got to be just like boomers and really old people. And right when we walked in there, everyone that was shopping in a mall had to be 60 plus years old. There were a couple younger people because there's a Hot Topic in there that were going there, and then younger people that were working in the mall, but definitely the generation keeping malls alive, well, the malls that can actually survive, are for sure the boomer generation. I feel like millennials and later Gen Z, we all order things off of Amazon, so we don't feel the need to go shopping in malls. But the other part of it is everything I looked at in there was extremely expensive. I know inflation is crazy right now, but that ugly Christmas sweater being $200, I cannot get that out of my mind. Part of it for me also, though, is I'm very much a minimalist. I don't like consumerism. I don't like being sold things. I don't like being told you need to buy this or you're not going to be cool or happy or any of these ploys they use to get you to buy things. But seeing the consumerism side of a mall still being alive in almost 2026 now is just crazy to me that a mall can survive. I get why malls are dying off. I absolutely get it. The other side of that is I know a lot of people working in these mall places, like the little America cookies or whatever. I know the girl working in there is getting like, I think $15 an hour is the minimum wage right now, and having to sit in a mall in a cookie store just hourly working away for $15 an hour is crazy to me. Like, you're making like $100 a day. That wouldn't even buy you that ugly Christmas sweater for 2 whole days of work. So I don't know how malls are surviving. It's insanity to me. I guess they can thank the boomers, but they're not going to be around forever, so they better do something to get people going back to the malls. And speaking of consumerism and prices being out of control, that is the food pantry line at this church downtown, and it is a cold day today. I've seen that line wrapping almost all the way around this block of people just trying to get groceries. So just the divide of people not being able to buy food, but then there's $200 ugly Christmas sweaters people are clearly buying, otherwise they wouldn't have them. That is just crazy. It's crazy times we live in right now. Final thoughts on consumerism this morning. You are worth more than your accumulation of things. For me, things are clutter. They clutter my mind, they clutter my space, they take up my time to readjust and move. For me, I don't value having a lot of things as making me worth more. I value experiences and memories and doing things and freedom above all things. When I see people that have a lot of stuff, I see debt. I see indebted servitude towards the government, towards your job. You know, some people are like, ooh, $500,000 house. I'm going to be in a 30-year mortgage. That's a great thing. To me, I see 30 years of making sure you work enough to pay that mortgage every month, plus all your bills, plus all your repairs, plus everything else. That is slavery to me, for lack of a better term. So as far as consumerism goes, especially with this economy, to me, I'm going to stick with owning little and valuing my experiences above everything else. If having stuff is your thing, by all means, collect away. So currently, I'm supposed to be at the gym. I've got a bunch of stuff to do, and honestly, I'm having a day where physically, I like to force myself to go to the gym when I don't feel like it. I'm not feeling it at all today. So instead of the gym, I'm going to run my errands. I'm going to get the few things I have to get that aren't stuff. They're actually necessities. And then I'm going to go walk Robinson Preserve and get some sunshine and some fresh air. And I believe it's cool enough out to take Murdoc out there on a slow walk. We'll see how that goes. It's just before 4:30. It's a pleasant 71 degrees. We made it out to Robinson Preserve to get some fresh air. Em's out here.
Hi.
Bird's out here. We're getting some fresh air, some peace and quiet, minus my talking. This is what it's all about. Instead of having stuff, having time to get some nice, clean nature, air, sunshine. Much better than owning a bunch of crap. Make sure no one's behind me. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up my filming for the day. My overall vibes of the day, as usual lately, it was a good day. It got off to a good start. I ended up skipping the gym. I just was not feeling it today. I know my body needed a recovery day when that happens. I'm still out here in nature getting a good walk in. Murdoc's getting a slow walk in. My plans for tonight are to go home. Me and Em are gonna watch Fallout and the new Knives Out movie. She's super stoked on Knives Out. I have seen them both. I don't really remember the second one whatsoever, but hopefully it'll be good.
Season 2.
We'll see. Season 2 of Fallout, I'm stoked on. We'll watch the first episode of that tonight. And that's all I got for you today. Until next time, have a good one.